Good morning, distinguished guests, speakers, and delegates. I want to thank you all for taking the time to travel from around the world to be involved in this, the Peace Summit of Emerging Leaders 2020. I would also like to thank the Secretary General of Humanitarian Affairs, Mr. Kim Solomon, and the team at Humanitarian Affairs for not only organizing this event, but for bringing together so many young leaders from around the world. I feel proud when I see how many young people are interested in initiatives that promote peace building, just like the song, To Heal the World. I believe that when we come together to make an effort in the world around us, we will be able to heal the world. A simple reminder of our humanity in each and every one of us can heal our community. Now, more than ever, the world needs to come together in the name of peace, which is why an opportunity such as this Peace Summit is necessity for the world's future. This opportunity not only provides you with the tool to spread the message of peace, but to also establish in what peace means to you. Many say that we live in one of the most peaceful times in history. However, I'm sure many of you would agree that there is more that can be done to achieve peace in the world. There are still many issues around the world that humanity needs to continue its efforts with by strengthening our peace building. Issues such as climate change, war, and conflicts, as well as social issues such as discrimination, injustice, and inequality that continue to happen. For change to occur, we need more people such as you, emerging young leaders, to bring about movement of change in the name of peace. But for peace to occur, dialogue also needs to happen. When people engage in conversation, we begin to understand one another, and this understanding can lead to cultural awareness, which is very important. Diversity can be our greatest strength if it is used to our advantage. Diversity can also be our greatest weakness if we allow to divide us. As the Vice Minister for Culture, I am reminded of this importance of storytelling as a way to achieve peace through dialogue. Stories are an integral feature of humanity. Stories are universal, and when shared, stories can impact how we think about the world. Stories can also be a reflection of our culture. They are passed down the generations as a way to remind us of what really matters. One powerful story can be all it takes to inspire the right people to bring about peace. As you will hear over the next 3 days of this Peace Summit, incredible stories told by speakers whose experience has changed not only their perspective, but how they live their life. I encourage you to open your mind and your heart as you listen to these stories, for I am sure they will inspire you as an ambassador of peace. So, what does it mean to be an emerging young leader of the future? As the forward-thinking Albert Einstein once said, the significant problems we face cannot be solved at the same level of thinking we were at when we create them. It will require a new generation of thinkers, the young people sitting in this very room, to be willing to step out of your comfort zone and discuss the problems of today with an open mind view. We cannot look at peace by only referring to the past. Similarly, we must look beyond historical definitions to understand peace in our rapidly changing world. In your efforts to serve others, new problems can be created. This is why you must think before you act and act with the right intention. This is important when we consider building peace by its that is sustainable. Starting small by helping those in your local community is important. You do not have to be wealthy or famous to help those is in need because there is more to providing help them just monetary donation. Many young people believe they do not possess enough to contribute to their community, but this is where they are wrong. Young people are able to share knowledge, provide education, and volunteer in disadvantaged areas. I believe that there is nothing more precious than imparting your own wisdom to others, especially those who lack the opportunity and access to source of knowledge. Remember that helping others can come in various forms. As emerging young leaders, you will need to have courage. Courage can help you make a decision and to carry it through. For this will be times when you do not immediately see the result of your hard work. I encourage you to not give up. In fact, it is part of your journey to reach a crossroads. As it will be these moments that lead you to growth. It might seem daunting for a single person, especially a young person, to propel society without fame or power. How can one possess such courage? In order to instill bravery in the heart of youth, we must remind ourselves that there are plenty of young leaders out there who have already given a voice to the voiceless over years. And you only need to look around you at the people sitting next to you to know that there are still young people ready to serve courageously. There is a difference between leading and being a leader. Being a leader takes consistency and self-discipline. In difficult times, being a leader means putting aside your own feeling and remaining willing to listen. Often problems are caused when you fail to listen. Miscommunications can occur simply because our cultural difference. This is also true of peace. We must learn to listen to each other even if we disagree, as this will allow us to establish mutual acceptance. Peace is more than just speaking over one another. Peace is also listening to understand one another. Whilst some may be born with an aptitude for leadership, this does not necessarily make for good leaders. To truly lead, to nurture, to motivate, and to inspire. To truly lead is to take responsibility when things go bad and pass along credit onto those who have supported you. Your purpose should never be recognition, rather to serve others. Even when your effort go unnoticed. And in concluding, I want to leave you with a quote about the nature of being a force for good as an authentic leader. Making a difference in the life of others can bring unlimited joy. Leading a life of significant service can bring unlimited fulfillment. Sharing yourself with others authentically can bring unlimited love. I hope that you will be able to use the skills and knowledge gained over the next few days to treasure some them by starting peace projects in your community. If all of us can make even just a small difference, I am very sure that our world will be a better place. Remember the stories told by these incredible speakers, as this will help you on your peace building journey. When you go home to your countries and to your university, please do share your experience as well as your learning with your classmates, your friends, and your families. I believe that for many of you, in this may be your first time in Bangkok, Thailand. So I would like to welcome you. When you do come back again, not only will you be our guest, but consider our friend too. Please remember your experience as well as the relationships that you have forged with each other. Remember to keep in touch with your like-minded peers, as this will be the people who continue to support you on your journey. On behalf of my lovely country, I would like to officially welcome you to the Peace Summit of Emerging Leaders 2020, and I wish you all success as an ambassador for peace. Thank you. ขอบคุณครับ